Does the FBI have confidential human sources? Did the FBI have confidential human sources embedded within the January 6th protesters on January 6th of 2021?
Well, Congressman, as I'm sure you can appreciate, I have to be very careful about what I can say about when
Even now, because that's what you told us 2 years ago.
May I finish? About when we do and do not, and where we have and have not used confidential human sources. But to the extent that there's a suggestion, for example, that the FBI's confidential human sources or FBI employees in some way instigated or orchestrated January 6th, that's categorically false.
Did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters inside the Capitol on January the 6th prior to the doors being open?
Again, I had to be very careful.
It should be a no. Can you not tell the American people, no, we did not have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol?
Gentleman's time has expired.
You should not read anything into my decision not to share information
Director Ray,
confidential human
gentleman's
sources.
time has expired.
God damn.
Because the initiators of programs like Operation Popeye keep mucking around with the weather and blaming it on us little people, we're seeing a surge of life-threatening, unnatural disasters that probably won't be slowing anytime soon. Earthquakes, fires, tornadoes, and hurricanes are all increasing in power and frequency. And one of the most dangerous things during these times are power outages. So prepare for those times with the 3-in-1 Preppers Holiday Bundle. This exclusive limited time bundle has all the devices you need to possibly save your life in the event that the grid goes down. It includes the ultra bright light bug, which is a portable floodlight, the incredible 3-in-1 flashlight, and a mini lightweight portable flashlight. Grab this 3-in-1 bundle and try it for yourself for 30 days risk-free. If you don't like it, send it back. And this Black Friday, get almost 70% off. Just go to 3in1bundle.com or click the 3in1bundle.com link below and give the gift of preparation this holiday season.
He's my commissioner. You're not going to sit there. I saw your demeanor change when I walked in the door. You know why you're not going to sit there? Because I know more than everybody in here about what you're doing in my district. Yes, sir. I know how you manufacture votes. I know how you leave the votes in the machines. I know how you do it. And the thing is, we're not crazy. No. We're not crazy. We're not, if I go outside of this building and I run a stop sign, I'm going to get stopped. They're going to ask me for what they need to ask me for. If I have warrants, I go to jail. Right? Your election administrator can violate the law and nothing is done. You can't ask the DA to do anything about these people because the voter harvesters worked on her campaign. Yeah. Oh, they want to talk. Yeah. See, when I come in the building, I can change the atmosphere. I'm the weatherman. Because I know what's going on. And they don't have the guts to stop me. They won't threaten me. I wish you would. Do you know what my pronouns are? I wish would. Those are my pronouns. And I stand for everybody in here, everybody in the county. So I'm going to read you something that came to me during early voting from an election judge. Democratic election judge on October 30th at 12:12 p.m. They came by about 3 p.m. to pick up the ballots. My bag can hold 3,000. So my monitor down there with the numbers, they sent me an email to call and request for ballot bag replacement. I did not call them. Why was those ballots moved? Why did they move those machines in the middle of the day? You know why they moved those machines in the middle of the day? Because they manipulated those votes. So I'm gonna say it in here, and I got a little time because we all in the same family. Yes, and I ain't gonna hide nothing. from what I feel is the worst criminal that I've ever laid eyes on in 2 years, Mr. Ellis, and I know you back there watching me. It's me versus you, and I'm gonna drag you like a Persian rug, clown. I'm gonna drag you like, and guess what? I can call him. I know y'all, they made y'all do something a few weeks ago where you removed the man and all that. I can call him a clown. I can call him whatever I want to call him. According to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, where I won $300,000 against HISD for trying to restrict my speech. So I'm gonna tell you what we ain't gonna do. As long as I don't curse him out, and as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct? Yes, sir. We sick and tired of that there. We sick and tired of him. And guess what? It's gonna be us to take that Negro out that seat. Tell him I said that.
As far as I'm concerned, all of this airport security, all the searches, the screenings, the cameras, the questions, it's just one more way of reducing your liberty and reminding you that they can fuck with you anytime they want. As long as you put up with it. As long as you put up with it. Which means, of course, anytime they want. Because that's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs. There's another thing, germs. Where did this sudden fear of germs come from? In this country. Have you noticed this? The media constantly running stories about all the latest infections, salmonella, E. coli, hantavirus, bird flu, and Americans they panic easily, so now everybody's running around scrubbing this and spraying that and overcooking their food and repeatedly washing their hands, trying to avoid all contact with germs. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. In prisons, before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with alcohol.
Check in on Elon Musk, who may just be the best tweeter since Trump. It began Sunday with Musk tweeting about Twitter being super slow in other countries. That's when a Twitter engineer called out the Musk tweet, adding, quote, "I've spent 6 years working on Twitter and can say this is wrong." When someone pointed out, you probably shouldn't call out your boss publicly, he kept going. And that's when Musk hit back, he's fired.
Responsible for death, carnage, and crime all over our country. Every drug dealer during his or her life on average will kill 500 people with the drugs they sell, not to mention the destruction of families. But we're going to be asking everyone who sells drugs, gets caught selling drugs, to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts, because it's the only way. We don't need any more blue ribbon committees. I don't like to say this, and I don't even know if the American public is ready for it. And a lot of my people say, please don't say that, sir. That's not nice. They kill 500 people each on average. And if you don't do this, in China, when I was with President Xi, I said, President, do you have a drug problem? No, we don't. He looked at me like I didn't know what I was doing.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
When is a good age to start introducing children into the LGBT, showing them materials?
It can be as young as like 6 or 7.
Okay. You think before that's wrong?
No.
So any age really?
Yeah. Okay.
If your child wanted to have gender reassignment surgery at a young age, say they started feeling a certain way, say I don't feel like my gender, I want to be another, would you be accepting of them having it?
Absolutely.
Even let's say like age 10?
Absolutely. It's their decision. It's not mine.
I mean, legally they can't consent.
It's still their decision. If they want to do it, I'm standing behind them.
Should the LGBT become inclusive of bestiality?
It is what it is. If people want to do it, let them do it. Who are you to say what they can do?
So would you be accepting of someone that was into that?
Hey, if it's whatever floats their boat.
Everything we discuss is then leaked to the paper. That's not appropriate. And that's not how the way the conversation was conducted. If there is sincerity on your part,
free and open and frank dialogue, and that is what we will continue to have. We will continue to look to work constructively together, but there will be things we will disagree on, and we will have to continue.
let's create the conditions first.
One thing that's certain is that the loss of life in Poland was a consequence of Russia's latest indiscriminate attacks on Ukrainians. Russia firing a barrage of missiles during the G20 summit, which they were a part of, proves their reckless behavior and their blatant disregard for the international system. These missiles are killing innocent people and destroying civilian buildings, and are yet another demonstration of why it's so essential to continue supporting Ukraine.
Let me be clear. This is not Ukraine's fault. Russia bears ultimate responsibility as it continues its illegal war against Ukraine.
While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.